Hello, welcome to FPL Focus, and oh my, Villa and Newcastle blanking in game week 11. What are we going to do? Well, I've got some options for you which we will discuss next. Also, looking at some game week 11 differentials. So, before we get on with this conundrum of Villa and Newcastle blanking in game week 11, please do not forget to subscribe for future videos. So, with Aston Villa and Newcastle blanking in game week 11, we need some options of what to do. So, for example, as you can see on the screen, Emiliano Martinez is in my team, so is Jack Grealish, and I'd be looking at possibly swapping them out. So, I've just given you some options here. As you can see, Jack Grealish, price 7.7. He's got an XG of 3.82, 5 goals and 6 assists. You could swap him in the midfield for someone just like James Ward-Prowse. Now, I've gone for Southampton because of their fixtures. As you can see, Brighton away, Sheffield United at home are their next two. Whereas with Villa, it might well be a good idea. Not only do they blank in game week 11, but then they go away to Wolves. And Wolves have been playing some good football. Can see that one being quite difficult for them. So, James Ward-Prowse, if you was going to swap for Jack Grealish, he's cheaper, 6.1. And with Brighton next, and, you know, also James Ward-Prowse being on set pieces could be a very good option. James Ward-Prowse's price 6.1. His XG's 1.03, 4 goals and 2 assists. Great on a dead ball situation. Fantastic on free kicks is James Ward-Prowse. Definitely a good player. And 6.1, that's going to save you over £1 million. And with the fixtures, Brighton and Sheffield United, obviously as discussed earlier with fixtures, really does look good. I'd expect him to get some sort of return against Brighton. And then in the goalkeeping department, we've got Emiliano Martinez in goal, 4.8 compared to Alex McCarthy's 4.6. Both goalkeepers have kept 4 clean sheets. But I'd like to say that I think McCarthy's been the better goalkeeper this season. A lot of the goals that Martinez has conceded, I've noticed he doesn't even move. Doesn't even move. At least McCarthy always dives and actually makes a lot more saves, which means he clocks up the save bonus points. And I think Brighton will offer a bit of attack. They've got Mapai missing, so it could be enough to get bonus points and a clean sheet. So those are the options for you guys. If you were thinking of getting out your Villa or your Newcastle, you could turn to the Southampton with those fixtures, and those would be some nice options. Next up, going on to differentials. So first up, you can see we've got the Uruguayan Edison Cavani of Man United, selected by just 2.0%, so very low ownership. He's really come a long way since joining United. Slowly Solskjaer starting to use him more and more. He's had 3 goals and 1 assist, and he's a price of 8 million, which I think's really nice. Likes to make those near post runs very effective from there. If you look at most of his goals, they were scored by making them runs in and out constantly to that near post, whether it be from corners. Very good at heading the ball. And I think with someone like Fernandes in the team, who likes a good cross, because he's got the skill to do it, Fernandes, he can pick out Cavani all day. Just one thing to bear in mind about Cavani, and it is that he is playing West Ham next. West Ham have been quite good defensively. Man United starting to get that bit better. But for me, that would be a great battle in there between Ogbonna and Cavani. Aerial battle. But I wouldn't put it past Cavani being able to pick something up there. That brings us on to our differential number 2. It is the King, Abraham Lincoln. Tammy Abraham. Fantastic player. At Chelsea, really is the main man there. Werner playing more out wider, so allowing Tammy to start quite a lot. We thought to begin with that when Werner came, Tammy might not play as many minutes, but he really is the main man under Lampard. Selected by just 3% of you. Price 7.2, really good price, especially look at that, 3 goals and 2 assists. Absolutely brilliant, a bit cheaper than Cavani, and really does look the part. Had him last season, constantly scoring goals. I really do rate this player. And with him playing Leeds next, I really do fancy him to bag a few. I think we know Leeds like to attack. We know Chelsea like to attack. It's going to be an end-to-end game in my eyes. And I could definitely see Tammy Abraham getting a goal in that game. And then on to differential number 3. It is Leeds Rafinha. And as I just mentioned, Chelsea-Leeds game is going to really be an end-to-end game. Now, I've been keeping my eye on this Rafinha guy. Got a goal last game. Price just 5.4, only selected by not even 1% of players, so a really big differential. He's had lots of chances, really flair type player. I know he's more favoured now as I'm a Helder Costa owner, and unfortunately Helder Costa's been frozen out due to Rafinha, so I've been watching him, and yeah, really impressive. And in that Leeds Chelsea game, end to end, it'll be interesting to see if he could nick something. And finally, here is my favourite differential of them all this game week, and it is Richarlison. Obviously missed out a while through injury, but obviously he's back now. He's only selected by 5% of players, which is quite interesting. Price 7.8, so he's below the 8 million mark. 1 goal this season and 4 assists. Very vocal in what Everton do going forward, and once James starts getting his game together with DCL up there, should bring goals. They go away to Burnley next, who like to sit back. It'll only invite the pressure of Everton onto them, I believe. I think I could see him getting a fair few goals there. I think Richarlison's a great FPL asset. He's proved it time and time again. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.